Good vibes only. Don't let negativity bring you down. Positive mind, positive life. Think positive. This is some kind of positive bullshit. It was about 20 years ago that I first heard of the law of attraction, and to be honest, something inside me just lit up. It just seemed to make total sense. Your thoughts create your reality. It was so simple. Why weren't they teaching this in schools? I felt like I'd just learned a secret and it was going to change everything. But here's the problem. It didn't take long before I realised just how difficult it is to try and control your thoughts, especially when you've had a whole lifetime of them just running riot. This village had one dangerous road running into it and running out of it. And one evening I was driving along this particularly dangerous part of the road, and this image of me just jumped into my head, ploughing through the barrier and my car falling down into the valley and crashing on the ground below. And of course I was terrified. I believed that my thoughts created my reality, so was I going to die from crashing the car into that valley? I tried to replace that thought with something positive, but no matter how hard I tried, that image just kept coming back into my mind. I kept trying to push it down, but it wasn't working. I didn't realize it at the time, but that was my initiation into the cult of positivity. Over the years, the cult has grown stronger and stronger, from The Secret to manifesting gurus on TikTok, from Oprah to Instagram wellness influencers. It's everywhere. People walk around in t-shirts saying good vibes only, and whole communities are built around labeling people who aren't good vibes only as toxic. And it sounds harmless enough, but the truth is that good vibes only denies us the full expression of what it is to be human. To be human is to feel sadness as well as joy. It's to feel anger as well as peace. To be lost and scared and depressed and lonely, or just plain grumpy. These aren't flaws in your vibration. They're the texture of life. But in the cult of positivity, just think positive becomes the mantra that tries to suppress and silence the pain that is inside us. The pain that is inside us and others. It suppresses our own shadow and isolates people who are struggling. And the research shows us that suppressing emotions actually increases stress, anxiety, even blood pressure. And it's also been shown that suppressing these so-called negative emotions don't make you stronger. In fact, they impede your ability to be resilient. And people who are suffering, people who are grieving, when you hit them with, hey, look on the bright side, it silences them and makes them feel ashamed. That's not compassion, that's spiritual gaslighting. And here is where it gets even darker, because positive thinking culture has been hijacked by consumerism. If you're poor, sick, or struggling, it's your fault for not thinking positively. It's not the system. This narrative keeps us quiet, not to protest, not to be angry, not to question, just raise your vibration. Buy another manifestation planner, sip a mocha latte, and everything will be okay. Until it isn't. It's easy to tell someone to raise the vibration. It's harder to explain to them what that means. It's harder to show them how to do that. You see, oppressive systems love positivity. Be grateful, smile, don't complain. That way nothing changes. But hiding from our own negativity, our own pain, means that we forget how to witness the pain of our fellow human beings. We don't take actions when minorities are brutalized, when vulnerable people are exploited. Terrible things are allowed to happen in the name of good vibes only, while people bury their heads in the sand, chanting affirmations and telling themselves that everything is love and light. Because looking into the darkness of our own shadows is scary. Now, I'm not saying you have to immerse yourself in every single tragedy that happens around the world. None of us can hold that. And we can't fix everything. But there's a difference between acknowledging suffering and refusing to look at it. There's a difference between letting yourself be fueled by compassion and shutting your eyes because it might mess with your vibes. Protecting your nervous system is healthy, but pretending the world's pain, our own pain, doesn't exist is denial. And denial helps no one. That isn't spirituality, it's complicity. The real path is messy, it's raw, it's facing the light and the dark. All the saints, mystics, and shamans knew this. Real love isn't about pastel quotes and good vibes. It's fierce, it's truthful, it's being able to sit with anger, grief, despair, and not look away, but also not be consumed by it. Growth doesn't come from bypassing your shadow, it comes from integrating it. That's why in my work, whether it's breathwork sessions or some other kind of group session, we don't run from the difficult emotions. We breathe into them. We safely allow them to be felt. We transform them because that is the only way through. So remember, next time you see a beautiful pastel, positive, inspirational quote on Instagram, remember that's not good vibes. That's not spirituality. That's control. Real spirituality isn't about avoiding pain, it's about embracing the full spectrum of life. So stop chasing good vibes only. Start embracing all your vibes. And if you're tired of bypassing and want to experience practices that help you meet and transform your own emotions instead of running from them, join me in one of my free online sessions. The link is in the description below. Thank you very much for watching.